What's up everybody, this is Ryan here and I'm just coming at you with a loosely scripted update video. So I wanted to start by saying thank you to everyone who supported me over the summer months and everyone who was super patient about the fact that I barely uploaded anything and had a very sporadic streaming schedule. So I just wanted to really briefly explain what was going on there. Basically, to make a long story short, what happened is I ended up picking up some extra work in March, and as a result, I basically, between that and starting a new commercial application with some friends and a couple of other projects that popped up at the same time, I basically did not have spare time. And when I say that, I'm really not exaggerating there. So anyways, that carried on pretty much from May until a couple of days ago, and I'm happy to say that as of a couple of days ago I have resigned from that particular job, and I made some good money working there, but it was definitely at the expense of my health. Now, on the bright side of things, even though I was very busy at that particular workplace, I was still learning every day, and I was really immersing myself in Kotlin, which is something that I'm continuing to do. So anyways, like I just wanted to say, sorry for the horrible upload schedule, but on the bright side of things, I am now an even better programmer, and I'm going to be much better at helping you folks with your programming issues, particularly on Kotlin. So anyways, let's get to the main topics or main announcements. So number one, I'm starting a new stream schedule as of Sunday, and on Sunday, so basically what's going to happen is there will be 2 streams a week. The Sunday schedule, or Sunday stream, will be a Q&A, so just pretty much like I've always been doing, and it will start at 10 a.m. UTC-7, or Pacific Standard Time. So I realize this sort of further displaces some of my friends watching from India in particular and Southeast Asia. I do apologize about that, but at the same time I'm trying to better incorporate some people on my end of the earth over here, and in general streaming at like say 7 or 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Well, there's just not a lot of programmers up that early in California. So anyways, this will also make it a little bit easier for me, but just in general, that's going to be the streaming time, is 10 a.m. Sunday Q&A. And on Monday, the following day, I'm basically going to do a Let's Build an App live stream, and that's going to be much more focused on me just demonstrating the actual process I use to build applications. So if I'm doing something simple enough that I can do it and talk at the same time, then I'll try to, but it's going to be a lot more focused on me just showing you the raw experience of building a code or building an application live. It will be the Catalyst application, which I started on early this year, but as I just explained, my spare time for sort of side projects just absolutely evaporated. So I will be getting back to that. And, you know, it's going to be the whole process, so some episodes might be pretty boring. They might be me just working on one particular problem. But at the very least, hopefully what I'll be able to demonstrate is different tools and techniques that I use to solve problems, and to hopefully long-term have sort of a timeline of videos where I actually sort of bring this application from its early stages to the final development stages and eventually publish it as well. And I do plan to keep this application open source, and I'll keep building on it, so I'm very excited about that project. So anyways, that's one of the main announcements. So 10 a.m. Will be UTC-7. On Sunday will be the live stream Q&A, and then 10 a.m. Monday, the following day, will be a sort of live coding stream. And like I say, I'll still have the comments going, but I'm going to be trying quite deliberately to not spend too much time talking and to spend more time coding. So anyways, that's one of the big announcements. The other big announcement is that I'm going to be bringing back the WTF videos series. So I think I actually only made one video in this series, but I'm finally at a stage where I can actually have enough time to plan, prepare, and edit shorter video contents on more specific topics. So I'm sure a lot of my viewers will be happy to hear that, because generally speaking my content is super long, and which I don't necessarily apologize for, but you know, I would like to start making some shorter, more concise, and better edited content. So I'm going to be working on that. I kind of have 3 different series in mind for the WTF series, and if you're wondering what that means, it is a bit of a joke. There is the common English language meaning of WTF, but I'm choosing to make it mean what's that for? So anyways, if you're kind of wondering what it is. But there's basically going to be 3 main series, 3 main WTF series. So there will be Architecture WTF. So that's going to be me basically describing software architecture and design principles just in absence of code. There will be the Android WTF series, because hey, you know, that's what I do. That is my specialty, is Android in particular. And then there will also be a Kotlin WTF series, and that's going to be focused on looking at Kotlin in isolation of other platforms and so forth. So that's basically it for my plans for content. And then there's kind of one more thing that I wanted to talk about. So what I tend to do every 10th episode of the live stream is talk about something that's sort of not necessarily related strictly to programming, but something that is hopefully useful to people in general. So what I wanted to ask my viewers now is if you have seen that content, or say episode 40 or episode 30, or really just had, you know, either the pleasure of or misfortune of watching me go on a weird tangent in one of my programming videos. Do you enjoy the content that I release on topics like health, mental well-being, and those sorts of things? And is that content you would like to see more of? So if that is the case, then please let me know down in the comments, and the more specific you are, the better. And I also just wanted to ask, in general, what do you want to see with my content? Now, I say that with the caveat that if what you would like to see specifically is, say, some tutorial on some obscure topic, unfortunately the answer is almost definitely no. You know, those long tutorial series are very difficult to make. They take hundreds of hours of preparation time for me. So I don't really plan to make too many of those in the next period. But with that being said, are there sort of shorter videos, off-topic content, or just general ideas that you had about the content? And if there's anything you'd like to let me know, then hit me up down in the comment section below. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see some of you on the live stream on Sunday. Peace out.